So welcome back. Today we have California Lutheran University. It's wonderful basically to have California Lutheran University is located in Thousand Oaks, California, USA. We have with us Kathy Jost-Plodding. Kathy, you there?
I'm here.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you.
I'll just introduce Kathy. Kathy Jost-Plodding is the graduate admission counselor and designated school official for California Lutheran University. She has 24 years of experience at Cal Lutheran, advising international graduate students regarding program application procedure and preparation for visa applications. And she is going to talk about visa, how to prepare for student visa interview, what measures do I need to take before student visa interview, visa documentation, checklist, and guidance. Thank you, Kathy, for being here. The stage is all set for you. Please take over. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about the preparing to apply for your visa. Like Richard said, I've been advising students for many years, and we have found that really there are three things that, and it can be much more, but really three things that the visa officers are focusing on. And one of those is that you are a serious student, that you understand the school that you're going to, you know where it is, you understand the program that you are going into, and that you are seriously coming to the country to study and that you're serious about it. The way that I advise my students is to make sure you go to the website of the school that you are planning to attend. Look at your program. Look at the classes that you're going to be taking. Understand what you're going to be studying. My recommendation is not to memorize that, but to really look inside your heart and speak from your heart when you're meeting with the officer at the embassy. They ask you why you're going to go to California Lutheran University. They may not ask you, but if they do ask you, you need to have an answer that comes from your heart, not a memorized statement. So look at the program that you're going to be entering, and again, look at the classes that you're going to be taking, learn some different details about the school, the city that you're going to be going to. I've had students where they didn't even understand where they were going, and the visa officer is like, how can you be applying for a student visa when you don't even know the city that you're going to and really anything about the school? So number one, you need to convince them that you are a serious student. That means being prepared. That means taking all the documents preparing. Your education abroad can certainly help you prepare with the appropriate documents that you need to take. But again, you need to take this very, very seriously so that the embassy officer feels you're serious as well. The second thing that I would say is that they want to be convinced that you can afford the cost of living in California, let's say, and being able to pay your tuition and your expenses. When we issued your immigration paperwork or your I-20 for you to apply for your student visa, we require that you provide us a bank statement, 1 or 2 or 3 from your families, from your sponsor, from your own bank account, but it needs to equal the amount that we provide you depending on the program that you're coming into. And I would recommend that and you have to take those documents with you when you go to apply to your visa. Make sure that the amount that is on your immigration paperwork or your I-20 is a similar amount to the documents that you're going to provide the officer at the embassy. And make sure that they're recent bank statements, not from a year ago, not from 6 months ago, but make sure that they're recent, because they want to be convinced that you're not going to get to the US and not be able to afford your program or be able to afford to live in the state that you're going to. The third item I'd like to suggest is that they want to be convinced that you are planning to come to the States, study, gain all that knowledge, and then bring it back. You're going to return home. Very important that you you'll be able to answer questions about that if they ask you. If you own property in your country, that would be good to show them a document that shows that, yes, I have property here. If you have a current job that you're going to be returning to, a letter from your employer saying, we're happy to see our employee go to the US to study a program, and we are looking forward to that student's return to our company to share the knowledge. Be prepared to talk about all my family lives here. I'm not going to stay in the US when all of my family lives here. So any ties that you can show to the embassy officer, if they ask you, is really a good idea. Those are the three suggestions that I have. I have been meeting with students primarily from India for years. Once they get admitted to our program, then we set up an advisement, and I review what they can expect and what they might be asked. Number one, really, important thing to know is that preparation is key. Know about your school, understand what you're headed into, and relax. Have a good meal that morning before you go. Have enough sleep the night before. The more prepared you are, the more that the embassy officer is going to see that and know that. Yes, you need to prepare the appropriate documents. Bring your admission letter, bring obviously your I-20 or your immigration paperwork, your I-901 receipt that once you get your I-20, you go online and you have to pay an I-901 fee. You print out the receipt and you bring that with you. Your transcripts, bring those with you. And then your financial information and any other documents from what we just spoke about. So again, be prepared. Your embassy officer, sometimes your appointment can be 1 minute, sometimes it can be 10. So you just really don't know until you get there. But having said that, just be prepared. And we can talk a lot more about this during the advisement if you apply to Cal Lutheran, and Education Abroad will guide you through as well. So that's what I wanted to share about being prepared, and I'm happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Kathy. That was wonderful. If I could just repeat some of your points. First, you should speak from your heart. Don't memorize things. Go to the university website, check the university, check the program, know where you're going, where your university is located, what climate it has. Be ready for all those questions. Third is basically your finance. See that you have the finance as per the I-20 at least or more, and you carry that document with you. The finance is important, and you be prepared with basically your visa questions. Have enough sleep, be confident, and dress properly, and have good sleep before you eat well and take care of yourself, so that when the visa officer is going to see, he can see that you are quite relaxed. He feels that you are quite confident, and he feels that you are a genuine student. Thank you very much, Kathy, for that.